Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Today is the 20th of August of 2021. As you can hear, it is raining here in Greece, in Thessaloniki. Friday, happy Friday everyone. Okay, where do we start? The moon's just ingressed into Aquarius. It's at the 0 degree, which is where that first full moon happened, which was on Saturn a month ago. So on the 24th of July, we could be referencing that difficult full moon. Nevertheless, there's a lot I want to talk to you about today. I will be talking about a few things after the reading, but let's just quickly take note that Uranus has just turned retrograde, everyone. Uranus in Taurus, and as Uranus turned retrograde right now, a couple of hours ago actually, Mercury from Virgo is trining Uranus in Taurus, and with Uranus turning retrograde, obviously it does speak to, remember, Uranus does speak to the internet, it speaks to communication, it speaks to a sense of radical things, shocking things, anything connected to the internet and communication. Mercury is the left brain, Uranus is the right brain, so there's a lot to do with communication, a lot of cerebral energies, okay, and Mercury in Virgo is very strong. And as that happened, and that's going on now, that's playing out now, my website is down, everyone. So just wanted to mention before I go into the reading, those of you that are wanting any communication with me, or if you're wanting a personal reading during the month of September, because I'm already taking orders for September now, you can always email me at divinedebut11@gmail.com. Okay, the link will be in the description box below. Always send me an email and I will be able to steer you in the right direction concerning a personal reading. Okay, also the full moon reading, this second consecutive full moon reading, which is happening on, the second consecutive full moon that's happening on the 22nd in a couple of days, which we're already in the energies of it. That reading is up on Patreon. Those of you that are on Patreon with me there and supporting Divine Debut, the reading is up. So those of you that were wanting to purchase a one-off for this reading from my website, the website is down now. So if you really are interested in that, send me a note, write to me, and I can email you the link for payment if that is something that you're wanting. All right. A very important thing is that this full moon that's happening, everyone, at the 29th degree in Aquarius, so on the axis Leo Aquarius, is happening at the 29th degree, and Regulus, the fixed royal star, is at 29 degrees and 21 minutes. Now, what does Regulus mean? It's the heart of the line. It's, the brightest star in the constellation of Leo. Happy birthday, mind you, if it is your birthday today, my darling Leos. Regulus speaks to royalties. We know that Leo is the king, so it speaks to royalties, leaders, world leaders. It can speak to great honors and success and ambitious energies and wealth. But on the other hand as well, it can speak to scandals. We have been seeing a lot of scandals in the theatrical arena, with actresses and actors, and there's been a lot of scandals that have come through concerning people that are in the limelight, people that perform up on stage, and that could speak to world leaders, of course, as well. So it can speak to a victory over enemies as well, but on the downside, it can speak to scandals, violence, sickness, acute sickness. Remember, it's the heart of the lion. Oh, wow. Sounds like heavy rain. I hope you can hear me. Sounds like heavy rain. Could also be hail. Hail. Let's see what's going on the 20th of August of 2021. We've got the Emperor. What's new? We've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Ten of Cups. Now the Emperor we know is a leader. Could be a world leader on a collective scale. The Queen of Wands is a step below the Emperor. Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Emperor is Aries mainly. Could be Taurus, could be any other sign. And we've got the Ten of Cups here, which does speak to a lot of happiness, the potential for that, or the potential for a restart in anything concerning love matters or anything that we're creating. And we have the Hermit. We have the Hermit, Virgo energies. We've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Queen of Swords. This is what we don't know. This is what is hidden, obviously. The Hermit is someone that's been in their cave, soul searching, looking for the answers, someone that's spiritually inclined and maybe awakening to a spiritual connection, or remember that someone's been doing their homework. Virgo is all about looking closely at things. Someone is searching for their answers. Okay, this could speak to no communication concerning a partnership, a relationship. Queen of Swords does speak to where there's been, I feel that there is a sense of, yes, the chance for communication. Someone is looking again to matters of truth. Remember, Queen of Swords is, it's Libra. Venus is transiting through Libra right now. The Queen of Swords can also speak to harsh words or cold words, cold communications. I do feel here, obviously, that there has been no communication. There's been a cut-off. Okay, and now that the information, or someone's been in seclusion, not communicating. We know that the Two of Cups can speak to a balance. It's a two, right? Even if this was to be in the reverse, Two of Cups means a disappointment, right? Those cups are spilt. For me, though, it means that we have not gotten to that Two of Cups. So it could be that someone's seeking the answers for a new beginning, Ace of Cups, or they've been filling their own cup, loving themselves before they're ready to come through, and obviously Queen of Swords is someone that has been hurt. This could be someone that's gone through divorce, separation, okay, or just someone that's showing up in this way, someone that's minding their heart, protecting themselves here. It's all about a conversation or communication that has the potential to bring through transformation. We've got a butterfly here. Yeah, Six of Pentacles and the Hermit. The Hermit can be an advisor. Okay, could be someone that is either spiritually inclined, so a teacher or an advisor. Could be someone is seeking the answers from. Could be a tarot reader, could be an astrologer, could be anything like that, but could also be a detective in many cases. Because if there is a chance that, you know, there is a third person here, because we've got the Queen of Swords as well, right? We've got the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. So we've got 3 people here. And of course we could speak to legalities with the Queen of Swords. She could be a judge or a magistrate that's, you know, making a judgment call, or, you know, just announcing a decision. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, maybe there hasn't been equal giving and receiving, reciprocity. This does speak to generosity or the lack thereof. That's why someone has been looking for the answers. Or this is someone who's seeking legal advice, because the Hermit can also be someone who works for the law, right? We've got strong energies of law, legalities. Knight of Swords, very cutting, very quick to act, very quick to cut, to sever ties, to cut through the crap, to cut through this agreement if there has been a disagreement. So this could speak to a fight concerning this agreement, this relationship. And we've got the Empress here and the Emperor, everyone. Another story of this Empress and the Emperor. So the Empress obviously is showing up as the Queen of Swords right now. So looks like her Emperor has been someone that's been looking elsewhere. Remember that, or maybe he was connected to another person, that Queen of Wands, which he could be ending a cycle with. Remember, 10 of Cups turns into the Ace of Cups. What's going on here? We've got the crisis card, Judgment. There's been a heavy crisis in the past. That's why we've got the Hermit here. We've got the Death card. So there has been an ending in the past. This situation is going through a major overhaul. Remember the card of Scorpio, death, resurrection, ending, kaput, finished, right? No expansion, no growth, no love, no understanding. The Queen of Swords does not understand what love is. She does not want to know what love is. She wants to know that things add up, that things make sense, that things can work out. But she's not generous. She's withheld. She's held back on her emotions. She's been hurt. And yep, she was connected to another karmic connection, or this is something that's been going on for a very long time. The devil does speak to toxicity, blockages, limitations. Pluto and Saturn. This could also be talking or pointing back to January of 2020, everyone. This story started back then. Remember, we had the conjunction of Pluto and Saturn, January of 2020. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. We have the Garden and another 20. And this is Uranus. Uranus in Aquarius speaks to public affairs, networks, fame. Someone's standing in society. Usually, it's the Garden of Eden. Usually I see it as a positive, but let's see what comes after it. A card fell through and we've got the fox. And we've got transition. The ship and the fox is Pluto in Scorpio. It does speak to some cunning, underhanded, undermining energy. So someone's been hiding their social standing. They've been hiding what they're going through from the world, from their environment, from their community. So there's it could also speak to intelligence, of course. But the fox is looking straight to the past. He's looking back before he moves on. So trying to fix things, and this could speak to deception and lies, of course, concerning someone's social standing, not being truthful about some sort of a crisis that they're going through. And remember, because this is the Garden of Eden, where someone's very happy, obviously there hasn't been happiness here. That's why we've got the ship, and there is a transition. This does speak to Jupiter in Sagittarius, and speaks to someone leaving, sneaking away, someone planning a voyage or travel, someone wanting to go on an adventure, because where they were, where they thought was their happiness, maybe they deceived themselves. This can speak to physical travel as well. And this can also speak to, because it's a number 3, the Empress is a number 3, so it could be the Empress that is doing this, leaving something that was maybe once upon a time happy, or there was a facade about whether this was the Garden of Eden for this Empress or not. Could be the position of the Empress, could be the position of the Emperor. Could be both. They could be going through a mirroring effect. And we've got the anchor. The anchor can be quite grounding energy, but it can speak to transitioning, to set down the anchor somewhere else, in a new home, in a new position. There was obviously not enough stability, not the happiness that someone thought that they would have, right? So they're looking for an escape route, a way out. Okay, and this is a number 14, which does speak to temperance, can speak to long distance travel, or someone's needing to get away to heal. They've been waiting, I'm going to say, for these changes, for the ability, or for this divine timing, for their changes to come in so that they could act. We've got the 7 of Wands, so being stuck or being defensive or having a lot that one is dealing with can speak to business as well. We know Wands always speak to what we desire and now the way we can create. We've got the Page of Wands. So even though something was against the odds here, someone still, concerning this love relationship, this commitment, well, this soulmate connection, this agreement, there was the desire to go on that journey. But as you could see with the Devil, there were limitations. And physical distance maybe were some of the limitations, or a karmic cycle that needed to end. Okay, with the World card here. Maybe even world matters and the lockdown and the pandemic ever since 2020. We've been dealing with a lot, but looking at the cards as, how they transition, how they blend into each other, it does speak to, a heavy or a difficult position that someone is in, even though they've got the upper hand here concerning something that they desire, something that they want to create for themselves. Okay, something that was maybe it was something that they felt very successful, or something that they desired very much so, whether it was to close up a karmic cycle or close up a cycle and begin anew. And this could also speak to someone who, the Devil does speak to Capricorn. That speaks to someone's goals and aspirations, or just a lot of hard work. So this could speak to someone that's quite successful, where, whatever if this is a business, expanding their business to the world, and it's been limiting and it's been hard, but there has been help from Spirit here with the Judgment card. Okay, and the Judgment card calls for a rebirth, but the death process takes time. Okay, and there's a lot of roadblocks, let's say, from 2020, beginning of 2020. Now, after Saturn, we know that Saturn is now in Aquarius, and Saturn is retrograding. That's like a pocket of a moment or a few months where we've got the ability to work through to prove that we can stand in integrity in whatever it is we're trying to manifest here. And the indication concerning the rewards that come from Saturn after hard work. Because as you could see, Saturn is here, and then we've got the Empress, which is all about expansion, growth, and success. We've got the Six of Pentacles, which means generosity after limitation and, a sense of stinginess. Instead of expansion, it's more about retraction. Limiting energies is Saturn, right? We've got the Six of Pentacles, which can speak to legalities, yes, but it can also speak to generosity, which someone needs the details. They need the truth. They need answers. They need communication. They need to finish up with any legal matters that they're handling. Yes, it could be in relation to a mother and a child, right? She is a mother, we know that. But also matters of money and values and abundance. Anything that speaks to Venusian matters. And someone is looking for the answers. Remember, the Hermit is one step before that Wheel of Fortune, one step before those changes come in, and there's a restart. Remember that the Hermit is a 9, and 9 does speak to an ending. So someone's been searching, they've seen the light, they've become the elder, the wiser for this challenging phase that they've gone through. And it could speak to, because here in this deck we've got two people, and feels to me like if this is a love relationship, a soulmate connection, someone was more spiritually inclined than the other person. It's taken time for them to come up to that point of wisdom, or understanding that this could be a very important connection. And I'm going to say also that whoever this is, some of you could have, I suppose, Virgo in your charts. Which area, which house is Virgo in your own personal chart? Because the Hermit has seen the light. He's connected to the divine, to spirit. He seeks the answers. He's also very, very mature, where logic is concerned. Remember, Virgo rules health. Maybe there have been health issues. This could also be a doctor. Physical or psychological health issues. And the way the world is right now, it's not surprising. But we've got the Two of Cups here, which is something, it's like a connection that really, we've got the infinity symbol, which it's innate. So it does point to that Leo energy. And Leo is matters of the heart, right? This is something ongoing. Remember that the devil is also, it's a hard cycle. It's a cycle, a never-ending loop. It's been hard to break free from. And then we've got the Queen of Swords, which, with this Ace of Swords, which is a victory card. It's a card of doing business and cleaning up, wiping the slate clean, right, and starting over, which we've got the butterfly here, and the butterfly does speak to death and transformation, the butterfly that's come out of its cocoon. Therefore, it's way lighter. It's able to be free, to fly to whichever flower, right? Remember, butterflies, they collect the pollen, and they've got the ability to create, to co-create. And of course, the butterfly speaks to a lightness of being as well. We've got an 8, 11, and 8 is 19, which is the Sun card. Let's see what's going on with the Sibilas. I want to see what this Queen of Swords is all about. We have the Bambino, which is the child or something new. We've got Alegria, which is merriment and happiness. It is the Nine of Wands, which speaks to someone having gone through a lot. It's obviously the Empress here. But she's able now, there's a sense of freedom and she can celebrate with her friends. Merriment and happiness is this card, and Nine of Wands says that after all the difficulties, she's still standing. This Empress is still standing. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is the Room stanza. The Ace of Pentacles, right? Something long term. But this could also speak to, or there could be news coming through concerning hidden matters, which do indicate also a sexual connection. So secrets or information is coming through concerning that Ace of Pentacles, which can speak to a commitment, can speak to a marriage, a child, something long term, right? The beginning of something stable. And that's good news coming through. Let's take the Fin de Sickle Kipper. Let's see what's going on. The 20th, please. 20th of August, please, Spirit. We've got Courthouse. Every time this card comes through. Every time. This does speak to legalities. It does speak to a divorce, a separation. There's the Thief again, everyone. This Thief keeps showing up. This is talking about someone taking someone to court, maybe because they've stolen from them, they've taken something from them, they've taken their heart and run with it. I don't know. This could speak to a divorce, or it could speak to someone having lost financially, or someone that's paying their dues financially. This is like a justice. I mean, the Courthouse can speak to the Justice card as well. A sense of karma. Someone is needing to pay back what they've received and what they did not reciprocate. That could speak to a metaphorical or physical theft. We've got the Fox here, remember. And we have the main male here. So it's the male, it's the divine masculine that is probably forking out some cash, or needing to pay. Could be child support, could be, you know, anything to do with the legalities. It's costing this main male. We've got despair. We've got the community card once more. And we've got the mature woman. And we've got unexpected income. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So there is despair concerning some form of financial, emotional loss here with this main male. And from what I could see, we've got a mature woman here. So I don't know if this is her son. For some of you, I suppose this could be the mother, the Empress here. But for others of you, this could speak to a younger male and an older, or a less mature male than the divine feminine. So the divine masculine is not as experienced, not as mature. We've got despair and sadness here. And the community card speaks to me like community can speak to friendship. It can speak to someone's environment. Remember the garden here, that is very similar to the community card for me. So maybe the community doesn't know about what's going on with this divine masculine, or there is a sense of familiarity between, it could also be a friendship, someone that feels like, one of theirs, between this mature woman and this main male. But we've got the unexpected income here, which can speak to practicality. So someone incoming unexpectedly. Here is the Ace of Coins. Yes, it can speak to money matters, of course, or someone being taken to court, having their justice, and a payout needing to be made. This is the Ace of Pentacles here as well. So unexpected news is going to bring some form of justice, I feel, where things are looking fairly bleak. And this is support from, it could be from the universe, from people around these two. I don't know. These could be friends of these two people that are making the change here. And we've got sudden wealth again, and this card keeps showing up all the time. Number 11. Remember I said we've sort of, the shift is happening. So we've walked through that portal, that 1111. I do feel that we're more into the energies of 1212 right now, which 12 can speak to, remember, it's Pisces. We're at the point of closing a major karmic cycle, or maybe Spirit is just saying, just go with it, go with the flow, okay? Or your sacrifices are paying off now. 777, sudden wealth. What's beneath that sudden wealth, which can speak to wealth, emotional wealth, not only financial wealth. We've got the main female, so we do have 3 people here, everyone. Okay, we do have 3 figures here, which one of them could be a mother for some of you. Let's see what else is going on. The Black Moon astrology cards. We've got the Star card here, so we've got the Aquarius energy. And what I love about the Aquarius energy and the Star, which the Star we know always is a wish fulfillment, but it is a number 16, which does speak to Uranus, right? Having turned retrograde now. So sort of looking back at what we've been dealing with, being able to perfect, to fix. The Star is a wish fulfillment at a distance, at a physical distance, but this could also be a second chance, right? As we've got number 20, remember the card of crisis, judgment, a second chance with this full moon now at the 29th degree, right on Regulus. The sun is on Regulus, the moon is not on Regulus, but it's right across from the moon is right across from Regulus in opposition. We've got the Scythe, which means there's been a quick cutting, just like with the Knight of Swords here. There's been a quick cut concerning money matters. Remember, the Scythe does show all that wheat, all that abundance, that financial prosperity. Someone is using the Scythe. Again, the Death card also holds the Scythe, cutting away to be cleaning the slate so that they could receive their abundance, which is blocked. Air element, communicating. Virgo and I analyze. And Gemini, I think. Just on that note, I just wanted to mention that there's a great air trine happening in the stars, which is connected to this full moon, and a grand air trine. Air does speak to perception, communication, intelligence, right? So a grand air trine is, it's Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, all connected through trines. So this is godly. This is so good for communication, for truth, for legalities. Now, Virgo, I analyze. Someone is analyzing, looking or trying to read between the lines. Remember, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so Virgo is very cerebral. She's very logical. Virgo is a divine feminine. Earth is always feminine energy. So Virgo, the Virgin, is very cerebral, very logical. And as this full moon is going to happen in a couple of days, the sun is ingressing into Virgo. So that's really interesting. Gemini, I think, number 15. So maybe decisions have been difficult. We've got the devil here, number 15. So remember, Gemini is where the North Node is. So someone's been thinking or trying to make a decision and getting out of their comfort zone, the decision that they're making. They're being pressed to follow the North Node. Number 18, I analyze. There's been a lot of deception, unknown matters. 18 is the moon, concerning a home, concerning the past, concerning someone's emotional happiness in their home. And there has been a lot of analysis or searching, soul searching, looking for information. And we've got air element and communicating, number 39, which equals a 12, right? 12. So communication will be taking place to end that major cycle, or a sense of fear or imprisonment, not being able to communicate, not being able to be logical. A lot to do with thought, perception, communication, and legalities. That's what I get today a lot. Okay, let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has for us today. We've got the card. Thank you, Spirit. That was quick. We've got the fates. Number 17. 17 is the star, right? The fates. Let me read that for you. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective by nature and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by Spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. So this is talking to fate, karma, acceptance, as there are things that we cannot change. Let's read the relationship message. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid the discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of Spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, Spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. So, does speak to a form of control, just like with the devil here. Let's just see what's beneath this Emperor. I want to see what's beneath that Ten of Cups, especially. We've got the Page of Cups. So this could be a father that has a child, a Piscean child, but the love, the Emperor we know is a CEO, a boss. He's got a lot that he deals with, He's in charge, but where love is concerned, he was only able to offer a very small cup, right? Emotionally, not very mature is the Emperor. What's going on with the Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands, she's magnetic, she's attractive. She usually goes for what she wants. So Queen of Wands, which could be another side to the Empress, everyone. Or the Chariot does speak to home. It's Cancer. It's the moon, right? This could speak to trying to move forward in whatever it is that she desires. This could also speak to a change of home and matters to do with the past as well. So we've got Cancer and Aries very strongly here as major arcana. And we've got the Five of Cups. So yes, there was an ending. Look, that's 15 cups. 15 means it's the devil number. But obviously there are regrets. And there is an ending and a restart here. And if you notice in the background, it's like an eclipsed moon. Or it looks like a red blood moon. So I don't know what this can indicate for you. Could indicate a time, maybe some afternoon as the sun sets, depending on the weather conditions. There's a lot of redness in this sun card. Now, of course, it looks like an eclipse, red blood moon. I don't know what this indicates for you. Five of Cups, regrets. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, karma. This is divine timing. This is changes. Changes, maybe, that have been difficult because of distance, because of divine timing. Who knows? And this does speak to legalities as well. All right, so let's take a message from Spirit. I really want to take another message from the Greek gods. Again, the mythic oracle. All right, dear Spirit. What's going on? 20th. We've got 3 cards. The 20th of August. Thank you, Spirit. We have Hades and Death. It's a number 15. We've got Iris and Harmony, number 36, which does equal a 9. Here we've got a 6. Now there's obviously Pluto. Number 6 is also the Lovers. But Hades is Pluto. Someone has made a choice, I'm going to say, and left behind one relationship because they're searching for their harmony. They've been soul searching. Number 36 equals a 9. They're looking for their harmony. They could be going through legalities. And we've got Athena and Wisdom. They're all the wiser for it. And Athena is the goddess of war and wisdom. Okay, Athena. This is Pallas Athene for those of you that are interested in the celestial bodies. Okay, so Pallas Athene and Athena, the goddess warrior. Number 7, looks like the divine feminine is taking charge. Number 7 is the Chariot. It's a house move. Okay, so we've got harmony and balance in between the Death card and the card of Athena. So someone is also receiving the knowledge. There is great intelligence in Athena here, great wisdom. So someone is seeing, maybe finding out information as well that could give them the upper hand. Remember Athena, she's very strong. She's the other half, let's say, or equal to Hercules. Very strong mind, very strong courage, and a fighting spirit. So we've got a 6 and a 9 is 15, and 7 is 22. So there is a decision. Someone is at a juncture ready to make a decision. Number 22 is Venus in Libra. Exactly. It's happening in the next, could be 3 weeks, could be 6 to 7 weeks. Someone's making a choice. There's an opportunity that's coming through. There is a separation that's happening, a decision. Someone's making a decision, even though there's been, and there will be hesitation. Also, there will be that decision that is made, and someone is making a decision to travel, to, travel over land, air, through air. Okay, there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress concerning legalities. Look at that, 11 and 12. News is coming through about someone ending a situation, clearing their slate, moving towards what their heart desires, their wish fulfillment, and they're wanting something stable and long-term. This could also speak to business, okay? It doesn't have to be only love. All right, people, I will leave it there. I want to thank you. Thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Wishing you well. Talk to you tomorrow, the day after. We'll see. Ta-da.